Life in baseball can be a roller coaster, and we're here to celebrate the bumpy and beautiful nature of the ride. Today, we're chatting with Luke Weaver, the former first-round pick who, after years of struggling as a starter, has reinvented himself as one of baseball's most effective relievers.
I'm a man on a mission. That was what I told myself.
So you finally found sustained success, Luke, as the Yankees setup man / closer, but it took a long time to get here. Let's go back to 2016. You're a first-round pick, getting called up to join the St. Louis Cardinals rotation after tearing it up in college and in the minors. Where's your head at, and what are your expectations for yourself?
It's a good question. I try to think back to the simple times when throwing baseballs and doing what we did was more fun. The expectations were, just keep the train rolling. Life as a big leaguer in St. Louis was more about being a rookie and adapting to the big league lifestyle. Obviously some good ones, some not so good ones. 2017 was a really nice year for me. It didn't end well, but most people they're gonna look at the stats. They're not gonna see what happened going into the end of that season.
For a guy who had only had success to that point in your career, how did you deal with the inconsistency of results those first few seasons in the big leagues?
Honestly, the first few seasons weren't bad. The real trouble came after being traded to Arizona.
So speaking of that trade, you were seen as a potential building block for the Cardinals. When you get dealt to Arizona after the 2018 season, how were you feeling?
Slightly a blindside. I mean, you don't think it's going to be you, but when it is, you kind of change your perspective. You just think about, this team wants me. Arizona sees something in me that can kind of reignite a bit of a fire, I guess, and my motivation. It's cool to be wanted, I guess.
So you spent 3+ years starting for Arizona with inconsistent results, and 2022 is when things really go off the rails. You get bumped into a relief role, then you get hurt, then you get traded, and then you spend the following season bouncing between 3 teams, pitching in different roles, mostly struggling. What was that 2-year whirlwind like for you?
You can't really prepare yourself. You see it happen in our game every year, all the time. But until it happens to you, you're nowhere near prepared for it. So 22, I was ending strong there to the All-Star break, and then the trade was the biggest blindside, I feel like, out of all of it. And just ended the season on kind of like a moment. 23 to me is the pivotal point in my career where we got a lot of action going on. And, with all that being said, there wasn't really anything besides just my faith, my family, and showing up every day with the best attitude possible, and that helped me kind of prevail, but it certainly didn't help the results.
Was there a period during that stretch where you doubted whether you could be a successful major league pitcher?
Absolutely. I mean, it wasn't so much about the fact that I felt like I couldn't do it. It was more about the fact that I couldn't piece together the ability to actually